Alright, so last night I doodled about 6-7 designs out on the greatest invention by mankind, paper and pencil. Incredible tool, and after a night of sleeping on it, I decided to go with this one. It's just an infinite runner with a little gimmick of switching between light and dark. It'll make more sense as I go on, but I don't know how to program. I've done a little bit in Unity, so I'm gonna have to completely relearn that. But before I even begin to code, I have to draw out how this thing's actually gonna work. So I'm gonna get some lunch because I started a little late today, and then I'm gonna hop back to the paper and pencil and figure out how to make this work. So, the issue that I'm having is, in a puzzle game, you're usually given the tools that you need in order to solve the problem. You're given, like, this thing does this thing, so, oh, now that I know that, I can put this piece in this. Unnecessary explanation. But I'm working blindly here. The tools that I have are the documentation, and can't really come up with anything because I don't know what's in the documentation off the top of my head. I'm just guessing and hoping I can figure it out along the way. Fingers crossed. It's a brand new day. The sun has risen. It's 8 a.m. I just took an ice cold shower, so I'm nice and energized, and I'm ready to get back to work. Fortunately, there's one thing that I do know how to do already, and that is a menu system. So I'm gonna jump into Unity, and then I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done, and I think we'll end the vlog there. So, I was supposed to end this vlog yesterday night, but it got to the end of the day. I was exhausted and a bit hangry because I completely neglected to eat, as every developer can relate to. But you guys haven't seen what I did, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So here's the opening animation. This is just a concept of what would end up showing up on the phone. My screen is not a touch screen. I'm actually controlling this with keys right now, which will be replaced with gestures eventually. The way I decided to go about navigation in Switch is a little unorthodox. The way that it's typically done in Unity is there are a bunch of scenes and you switch from scene to scene as events happen. I decided to keep it all within one scene because I figured that loading a scene every time you want to go to a different section of the game would put a little stress on the phone, and I didn't want to have any wait time in between. So what happens is I have a series of animation states play through, as you can see, and then go into a resting state. Right now it's in the main menu state, so if I decide to go into the options, it'll play through a transition animation and then go into the option state. Then it'll play an out animation, go to a resting main menu, and so on and so forth. So it's really rough right now. Clearly the animations and everything, I'm just trying to block it out and prototype it so I can get an idea of what I'm doing. Probably the animation approach is gonna bite me in the butt later on down the road, but it's how you learn, right? So, you know, at least I'm making some progress. And from here on out, I guess I'll just keep working on it and come at you again with the next video. So, deuces and have a great day.